Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is B. I'm the creator and co-founder of Cubenary and I'm working on Witchery Academy. You can check everything about my game on social media like Twitter, we have Discord, so please join and check everything out because the game is looking great and you're gonna love it. In today's video, we're going to continue with the AI controller or the guard, the red robot. And we're going to add a bit of more behavior. This is going to be the last one, and on the next videos we're gonna move on to something else. For today, we're going to add a new sense. We previously in the previous video we had the eye sense, so the guard can detect us, follow us. Today we're going to add the ears as well. So we will add a new event on the AIGuard controller, C++ class. We will add also a UI to represent both the states when the guard sees us or when the guard hears us. We will also add an extra branch to the behavior tree to do a few more stuff when he detects us. Okay, let's go. As you can see, we have the red robot right here, and you can see these spheres right there. One is for the ear sound, and the other one, this cone, is for the eyes, for the senses. As you can see, we also have a UI, and this is the UI that we're going to use for switching between the states. So we will have an exclamation in red when the robot sees us, and this one will appear when the robot can hear us. So if we play now, you will see that the robot, the guard, will do his things, and if I move freely, the robot will see us and start doing that animation like he's, oh whoa, what's happening? So now if I go in stealth mode, it will go back to normal. Hopefully okay, yeah, he's back to normal. So we can escape. We can hide right there so he doesn't see us. And the goal is basically escape, but if we like, oh, he hears us again. So the UI is there, but it's only one side. Okay, he just follow us, and yeah. So we're gonna do that. First, let me show you this blueprint and the things I've changed. And okay, that's the exclamation mark, that's the UI, which is a normal widget. And we still have the bone sensing component with these values. This, I believe that was in the previous video, so nothing has changed. We have the hearing threshold, when the threshold ends, the sight radius, so you can see all of that in this element. The peripheral vision angle is 50. I think I changed this to, well, I adjusted, so you can play with that to adjust the view and all of that. The first thing we need to do is to do a few things on the AIGuard C++ class, and this is add a new event for the hear, or yeah, for the hear sense. So if we go to the AIGuard .8, we can see that I added a new event, which is our noise hair with these parameters. This is the function that you use for this is the event for that. So this is in Unreal. We have the noise instigator, the element who is making the noise, the location and the volume. So you can play with all of these. I'm only using this noise instigator. Then I have this custom OnPlayerHeardDetected blueprint implementable event, which is the one I use. If we go to the CPP, previously we had only this one, which is only on the bone scene, and now I added this on noise hair on the bone sensing component. Both are fairly simple. This is on bone scene is the same nothing has changed, only we cast. And if this is the player, because we only care about the player at the moment, we send the event. And the same for the noise here, which is again detect cast the noise instigator to the main character, and if it's not null, then we send the event. After that compiles, we have access to that new event. Before that, we need to add a new element on the blackboard. And is this new boolean? This is player here, and it's a boolean with this name, and yeah, it's just a boolean. So I'm gonna use this on the event to set this to true, so I can use it on the blueprint behavior tree. Now, if we go to the blueprint and then we go to the event graph, we can use that event on here on player here detected, and we can use that blackboard. So for that, I created exactly this function, which is basically the same as this one with less element. So let me open this. It's expecting a boolean, and as you can see, it's fairly easy. So the boolean is gonna change the value on the blackboard. So for that, we need to get the AI controller. Let me do this from scratch so you can see how to do it. So let's get AI controller first. Okay, and I'm not so sure if this is needed, but it's to get a reference to itself, so we make sure it's using this one. Then we can get the blackboard, and with that we can access this set value as boolean. So we can do set value as bool. Yes. And okay, this is exactly the same. So I'm gonna remove all of this and yeah, use that one. Remember that we need to send this key name, and this is exactly the same as the one that we have on the blackboard. Make sure to set exactly the same name. So copy this and we can paste it here. There. So with this, we have a nice tidy function. I prefer to keep everything like together so it won't be a mess. Okay, if we go back there, we can use that one, and we can use that one and set this to true. And for the I'm going to apply a bit of logic, which is a delay of 3 seconds, for example, and set this to false. So it's only going to be set a few seconds and go back to normal. And this is the logic that I wanted to apply. You can do other things, but I decided, okay, let's take the robot and make it like for 3 seconds. Okay, it's in alert mode, let's say, and after those 3 seconds it goes back to normal. Next step, we're going to create that widget blueprint, and this one, all of this is already made, but let me show you what is this. So this is basically a widget component. You can access to clicking on add widget, and then widget, you can add the widget there, and then you need to do a few things here. So important to set this to the widget that you want. In my case is this widget guard status. Let me quick, okay. Yeah, this tick is also important to draw exactly as the size of the widget. So as you can see, it will be there. So now I can move it, and right now it's exactly the same as the other one. So I'm just gonna remove this one because I don't need it, but let me show you how you can create this same one. So we can go here and then right click, user interface, widget blueprint. Okay, that's a copy, and you will see this, and mine only has a text, so you can set a text, and we can set this to text status. And you can play around with these options, but that's all it has. It's also public. I mean, it's variable because I'm gonna create a function to access all of this and make everything like easy for me to control. So we can do that, and we can play around with these options. So let's go to the final one, and let me show you a few things. So I set this to 150 screen size, and well, it's custom, with these values. Then I set this to this color, this nice color. You can play with elements right here and just adjust whatever you want. And that's the text. For default text, you can put it like nothing, but it was easy for me to do it that way so I can see that. Now we're gonna take this one and create a function to control the opacity and the color of that. So yeah, so if we go here, I created this update text status. You can do that if you click on function and then give it a name, and this will be public. So as you can see, my version is waiting for a text, which is the text I'm gonna switch on the exclamation or the other one, and the color. So it's waiting for those two. I'll remove that one. And the function is very, very simple. It's just I get the status text, which is that one. Remember, this has to be its variable. I get that, so I can do this get, and then I can do set text. Set text, and send this over, so whatever is there. We can also do the set color and opacity, so set color and opacity. So in order for this to work, we need to split this struct. I couldn't figure out what was going on, but we need to split that, and then we can set the color, because we have opacity as well. So for some reason you need to, this is only for color. So yeah, and well, we can connect everything together. That's the function. So what we could do is, let's go to the guard, then let's go there, and we need to first get a reference to that status widget. So we can do that there, then get the class, the status widget. No, sorry. Get the user widget object, then we can cast to that one, cast to widget blueprint status. Okay. That's my version, sorry about that. So yeah, okay, and I already have a reference to that. That is simply a new variable that I created there with the type widget. So I type the name and then I set object reference. So that's the same one, so I'm gonna use this one. So we can do set and then set. That's it. And now we can use that function that we just created, which is update text status. And we can set the text to nothing, and any color will do. So we can do that. Now with that, we can do something here. So this event is when the AIGuard sees us, so we can use this to update that element. So we can take this, the reference from before, get, and then call that function, update text status. We can do exclamation Yeah, that's because, okay, when player scene not is detect us, we can do that, and we can change the color to reds, or yeah, red is fine. That one, well, whatever you want. That's it. Let me move. This is my version, but it's exactly the same. And we can do something similar right here. So we can just, as soon as this happens, we set that blackboard here. Before that, we can again call that function, update this status. We can put the exclamation. You can put something else you want to. Then we can set the color, for example, that one there, and we can copy these two. And when this happens, we want this to go back to nothing. So let's set nothing on the text. We can leave the color like that. Okay, this is what's gonna happen. But for now, this part is the only one that is going to work, because in order for this event to work, we need to have something that makes sound, and that's gonna be the player. Let's open the blueprint with the player. In this case, it's BP robot character, and this one. And to make that work, we need a noise emitter. That's basically phone noise emitter, that one. And really we can leave it this way. Yeah, I didn't change absolutely anything, so we can use that. And now, so the way I did this is very simple. I basically use the tick to make noise when the robot is in not stealth mode. If it's in stealth mode, it doesn't make any sound, so the guard can't hear us. We go to the event graph. Okay, we can use the event tick, and we can use this is stealth activated, that if you remember, that was already on the code when we used the key to do the stealth. Let me show you that real quick. So this is basically a blueprint callable function. It's forced in line because I want this to be on the H file and not on the CPP. So you can place this word before that. And this is just basically the boolean be stealth activated, which is being changed in this set stealth mode. There. So it will be true or false. And this happens on the player controller, so this function is being called from there. This was already done in the first tutorial. Yeah, actually the first one. So make sure to check that out. You want to have this logic ready. Okay, so basically we can just do this, and then is stealth activated. Okay, now as you can see, we just have the branch to check if it's true or not. So if this is false, not when it's true, we want to use this not to make noise. Okay, so about this is the laziest way to do it. I wouldn't recommend to do this. You could probably take the walk animation and make it there, like on every step you will make this sound, or have an event that you receive right here, but that will overcomplicate this tutorial. But I don't think the tick is the best option here. So I know that for this tutorial it's okay, but the best thing to do is use events instead of the tick. So with this, the AIGuard will hear us and it will trigger that event. The last thing we're going to do is to use that new blackboard variable that we set on that event. So let's go to the behavior tree, and right here in the middle we're gonna add a new branch. So this is the branch that we use for the follow player. This is when the is player sensor is detected and we have an actor to follow around. And this other one is when it's doing the patrolling. So right in the middle we're going to do that. So we need a new sequence, okay, and we're going to add a new decorator to check that blackboard key, new key. So instead of this target destination, we want the new one when it's player here, okay, and then we will do this branch. And we're going to set this to lower priority, so if it's doing the patrolling, it will just discard all of this and move on to that. And now we can do lots of things. What I decided to do is basically play an animation. So that's a new task, which is play animation, okay? And I can select any animations that is attached to this character. I took a new one from the Mixamo. I think it was Surprise. This one, yeah, that's the animation. It kind of works. Remember, this is from Mixamo. You can select any other that it might work for you. This works for me, so let's go back. So it will do that play animation, not in loop. And finally, I added also a wait. 5 seconds too much, so I'm just gonna do like 2 seconds, something like that. So this is going to it's going to work. While this card action completed is not set, which is all of this is still happening. I mean, with this will be true in this point when we fall with the guard follow us. If the players, the guard sees us, it will do this branch. If not, it will try to see if the guard can hear us. So it will do this branch, and if not, it will go to sequence patrol. And as I said, all of this will finish right here. So we can save and we can play one more time. Okay, let me push this thing. Wait, now if I go on stealth mode, oh, it can hear us for something reason. Okay, it did hear us one time, I don't know why, but it should not. I can hear us now. I can go behind it. And now, well, if I do that, you cannot see the UI, but it's there. It's because it's, the UI is only one face. Well, there we go. We have the UI changing. I know there is a way to make it 2 ways, but I didn't want to do it for this tutorial, because I just wanted something simple. And that's it for today's tutorial. Remember, make sure to subscribe to my channel, like, share, it helps. And also remember that I have these project files that I update every week with the written tutorial and the project files in each, so make sure to grab that. And if you want a free copy, you can come to our Discord server and have that for free. Just join the Discord and ask me for a copy. And so that's it. See you next time on the next video. Bye!